lies by pairwise dice, then attend to this heaven slice of an angel wrapped in scandal dice and woes of life. Love your pride, look at her vibe. What's the meaning of life? One subjective paradise, crystal chandeliers, motions reflected. Often mirrors appear clear, running from ear to ear. Craving and raving in rain, rekindle the flame. Closer she draws near, stay there. Remove your underwear, shove it somewhere over there. In paradise, in paradise. We know our purpose. In paradise, in paradise. We know what our worth is. In paradise, in paradise. We manifest dreams. In paradise, truth is what you conceive.
Hey, hello everybody, and welcome to this edition of the Unpopular Hour. Hope everybody had a fantastic weekend. Mine was long. We had our 16th annual Cager Classic put on by Gary Vick. And, of course, Santa Fe at Santa Fe Family Life Center. It was at the Hive. It was at Solid Rock. And, of course, Boys and Girls Club. And want to thank everybody that came out and helped, including my girl Bailey came out and helped us get everything done there at Boys and Girls Club. And she was quite helpful, and I appreciate her mom letting her come and help us. It was great. Great weekend, some great games, some not so great games. It's one of the more competitive tournaments in Oklahoma City, and it's, boy, I tell you what, if you don't come to play, if you're not ready to play, you're going to get your brains beat out. So, but anyway, we saw a bunch of great teams. Trey Young teams was in there. We had teams trying from Dallas, teams from all over the place. So it was a really good turnout. Ran great, of course, as always, by Gary Vick, the most unknown coach in Oklahoma. It's so funny is that, I go to these things, they talk about great coaches and, the Sports Hall of Fame and all this nonsense. And y'all don't even know who Gary Vick is. It's amazing. But you ask any good player who's played in Oklahoma City since the 70s, now all go, Gary Vick, oh, yeah. Everybody knows they've either played for him or played against him. Everybody knows who Gary Vick is, and it's just sad that that the people at the Sports Hall of Fame don't recognize him as one of the greatest coaches of all time in Oklahoma, simply because he's coached every great player. He's the only coach that has coached almost every great player from the 70s on. From the 70s on, he's coached them all, and all have played for him. So it's just amazing that he doesn't get it. But anyway, great weekend at the 16th Annual Cager Classic. It was quite successful. Had a great weekend. It was long, definitely. Yesterday, I definitely had to have a cocktail over at Cat's Tavern and sit on the patio, and I almost went to 74, but I really wasn't hungry. I was more or less thirsty. So, but if you got any questions, hey, go ahead and Skype us or send us a text to 405-551-8300. That's 405-551-8300. If you have any questions or any things that you want to talk about, hey, just please, give us a shout, or any comments about what we're talking about. If there's something that you want to express or something you want to talk to us about, or questions or whatever, please go ahead and Skype us 405-551-8300. So do that. But anyway, man, what a great weekend for sports. NBA was, of course, some great games yesterday. And then, of course, I don't know if our guy Drew Hinthorn is going to be on HuskerDrewPicks.com, because he is currently been on the roofs all week, and he's probably one of our new sponsors at DT Construction. So if you've got a roofing or if you need something done, he can help you with that. But anyway, I don't know if Drew is going to be on HuskerDrewPicks.com, but he did send us his picks for today, and he was on fire last week. It was insane. He gets on these heaters, these streaks that are just unbelievable. I think he was 20-something and 10 or something last week. His picks are it's stupid. It's stupid how good he is. And, of course, it's all documented, so you can go back and look at our shows and be able to do that. And speaking of that, if you guys want to go back and rewatch any of our shows, you can do that at mcsportsnetwork.com. That's www.mcsportsnetwork.com. You can click on it and go to any of our shows, or you can go to search YouTube, The Unpopular Hour, Matt Clark, and hit subscribe, like, and notification, and then I'll come up. But anyway, if you can search YouTube, The YouTube, if you search YouTube, the Unpopular Hour, Matt Clark, all that'll pop up. After the storm, the OKC Thunder post-game analysis show. So you search on YouTube, OKC Thunder, after the storm, OKC Thunder, and it'll pop up. Or, like I said, you can go to mcsportsnetwork.com, and you can look up, and all the shows are on there. So they're all archived. You can go that way. So, but any of those ways you can go ahead and go to. But like I said, in NBA last night, some great games yesterday. Well, it depends on your perspective on how good they were. But the Celtics and the Sixers, what a great game I thought it was when OT. The Sixers should have won it before that. When the Celtics, you have a 5-point lead with a little more over a minute to go and you lose. And I just don't get it. Second, a couple things. One, how do you leave James Harden wide open when you know he's stroking the threes? How do you leave him open? You're up 2. The worst thing you can do is go to OT, but instead you double team Embiid. You leave Harden. Harden knocks down the 3 to go up, and then once again, Jason Tatum does not shoot the ball at the end of a game. He makes a pass, and once again, Marcus Smart is the guy that is doing the shooting, and he made the one in OT after the buzzer blew, but I just don't understand it. Jason Tatum, it's like he doesn't have, he's so supremely talented that he doesn't have a go-to move. He doesn't have the move that he goes to that says, okay, I'm going to get this bucket and I'm going to get to my spot and there's nothing you can do about it. And for whatever reason, Jason Tatum does not have one of those. And I don't understand why, because he has so much talent. He is one of the most talented players in the league. And I just don't understand how he does not have a go-to move. When you got to have a basket, I mean, we all know what KD is. He's going to get you going hard, dribbling, and then what's he going to do? He's going to pull up and knock down the jump shot, mid-range. That's what KD is going to do. And it just doesn't seem like Jason Tatum has a go-to move at the end of the games, which is why he passes the ball off or he doesn't want the ball. Because to me, I understand why Missoula did not call timeout. He's like, here, bring the ball up, got the ball in Jason Tatum's hands. But instead of Jaylen Brown being on the same side as him, or either in an angle where he can pass him the ball, those two just disappear. I don't get it. And the other sad thing about it is the Lakers could have had both of those guys. And they picked, who did they pick? They picked, oh my God, I can't think of my guy's name now. Plays in New Orleans from Duke. They picked him instead of Jaylen Brown, and then they took Lonzo Ball instead of Jason Tatum. So they could have had those two back-to-back in L.A., but no, for whatever reason, they chose Lonzo Ball, listening to his dad for whatever reason, which is, the greatest hype machine ever in the history of hype machines. They got caught up in all the nonsense. And it's like, how the hell do you think Lonzo Ball is better than Jason Tatum? There's just no way. But anyway, they did it, and the Sixers, the Lakers, haven't rebounded from it a little bit, but they're not, they don't have these two young guns out there in L.A. doing their business. And can you imagine those two with Anthony Davis? Oh, my God, it would have been ridiculous, because I don't believe LeBron would have joined the Lakers had those two been there. Then, of course, the Nuggets and the Suns. What a great game that was. The Nuggets and, Kevin Durant and Booker. What can I say? KD, I'm still mad about Oklahoma City picking Russell Westbrook over him. I don't understand it. That is not something that I can ever, you can't explain that to me. I know Russell was the first pick overall by the Thunder, but how do you pick him over KD? I don't understand it. I know that Russell is an alpha and KD is passive. I get that, but I just can't. I just don't understand it. And Oklahoma City is just now recovering from that decision. And I just don't, because you got to think about this. The order was Harden left, then Scotty Brooks left as coach. Then you lost Reggie Jackson, you lost KD, you lost Ibaka all at the same time. And you end up losing, Sabonis. He was with us. Green, he was with us. So you can just name the number of guys that were with Oklahoma City that all left. And it's just amazing to me how that happened. But anyway, great game. And the question is, can the Suns, do it? Because remember when we talked about this, as when they went up 2-0, I said, everybody's jumping. All the Suns are going to get swept. I'm like, it's 2-0. All the Nuggets did was hold serve at home. That's all they did. I mean, that's all they did. They just held serve, and now the Suns have held serve. So now it's the best 2 out of 3. You have the best 2 out of 3. So now Jokic was amazing last night, dropping 50, but they just had the role players are going to make the difference on either team. And let's face it, your bench players play better, your role players play better at home than they do on the road. That is just a fact of life. And yesterday, Shamet for Phoenix played great. And remember, he was a DNP a few games ago. So Landry Shamet. So your role players play better at home than they do on the road for whatever reason that is. And you can see it's benefiting the Lakers. And we're going to talk about that tonight too as well. But that benefits the Lakers. Austin Reeves and all those guys play better at home. D'Angelo Russell, they all play better at home. And, but for me, the key, we'll talk about the Lakers in a minute. But now it shifts back to Denver. What does that mean? The Denver role players are going to play good. What does that mean for Phoenix? We know that their role players aren't going to be that great. But Kevin Durant has to be more efficient, and Booker has to be more efficient. So they're going to have to, Booker has been efficient because he's been ridiculous, averaging 30, 60% shooting. It's just insane. But once again, whoever plays with Kevin Durant plays better. You look at Steph Curry's numbers before Kevin, during Kevin, and after Kevin. You look at his numbers. They're way better. Why? Because he's a 7-foot monster. The difference is Russell Westbrook didn't have the ability that those other two have to score the basketball. And he's a liability at the end of games, which is the reason why Oklahoma City didn't go farther than what they did, because Kevin Durant covered a multitude of sins by Russell Westbrook. When you break it all the way down, the only way I believe the Suns can beat Denver is the Suns have to, KD is going to have to be super efficient, better than he has been. He's missing shots that he normally does not miss, but he's going to have to be more efficient and knocking down shots. But as we've all know, the first thing to go when you're tired are your legs. And if you're a shooter and your legs go, so does your production of shots. And let's face it, KD's a little older, Booker's younger, so Booker can play 40-something minutes game every other game and be able to play. KD, being in his 30s, he just can't do that anymore. And that's why he's semi-efficient, but he's still shooting 94% from the free throw line. So all he's got to do is get to the line. He gets a stroke. And I tell all my kids, if you're missing shots, go to the lane, get fouled, get you some free throws. And what free throws do, it gets your rhythm. And then if you're a shooter and you get that rhythm by going to the free throw line, then all of a sudden your shot comes back. Because as a shooter, the only thing you got to do is bend your knees. When you're tired, you kind of like this. You don't really go all the way down. You just kind of halfway go. So when you do that, that really hurts your stroke as far as your shooting form. So that's the easiest way to break down that. Okay, in games tonight in NBA, you've got the Knicks at the Heat at 6:30. And I tell you what, this series has been about what we thought. I figured that the Heat the Knicks, they just overachieved. They just don't, other than Brunson, they just don't have a consistent score, I believe. I just don't know what they can really do and can't do. I like the Knicks. I like what he's done because, you get a good coach, because coaching does matter. Coaching can cover up a multitude of sins, and it has. But the Heat, Eric Spoelstra is one of the top 3 best coaches in the league, and he's killing Tom Thibodeau. And they're just out-coaching him. The guys are outplaying him. Jimmy Buckets is doing Jimmy Buckets, or playoff Jimmy, however you want to call him, has been getting buckets and just doing what Jimmy does in the playoffs. He's just ridiculous. Never seen anything like him. In fact, Gary Vick had said that he reminds him of Bernard King. And I was like, man, that is a very good analogy. And I told somebody that the other day, that's a very good analogy. He does remind you a lot of Bernard King, who played for the Knicks back in the day. Warriors and Lakers tonight at 9 o'clock. I expect this to be a little different. I don't think the Warriors are going to lose their cool like they did in the second quarter. They're getting texts off the bench. Draymond is going crazy. I'm like, what? Who is this team, and what the hell are y'all doing? I didn't have a clue on what they were. I just didn't understand what they were doing. I really, really didn't. I didn't get it. But anyway, Warriors and the Lakers tonight at 9 o'clock. That's going to be a hell of a game. I will be watching. I will watch both games, as a matter of fact, because I'll be done training kids a little after 5. So I will be somewhere sitting on the patio. Probably come get Fat Boy, and we'll go somewhere. My boy Ace, get him because he hadn't been out. I was away from him all weekend. He wasn't a fan of mine last night. Did not sleep with me. Shocking. He gets mad, just like Faith used to do. They get mad at you. You know how your dogs are. They get temperamental. They're like, okay, well, I'll just sleep in my own bed. I'm like, okay, fine. Sleep in your own bed. That's fine. I get to stretch out all over my bed. But anyway, Warriors and Lakers, I can't wait for tonight. I'm going to enjoy that. And then when you look at the NBA playoff standings thus far, Sixers, Celtics tied 2-2. Must win yesterday for the Sixers. They got it done 2-2. The Heat tonight, of course, in Game 4. The Heat playing at home. They should get this one, I think. I have to go and check what our boy Drew Hinthorn of HuskerDrewPicks.com picked, and we'll share that with you guys here in a little bit. But anyway, it's 2-1. That I believe the Knicks are going to lose. I think that the Heat will take care of business at home and go up 3-1. Lakers and Warriors, 2-1. Game 4 is tonight. Once again, in L.A., Lakers, I think it's more of a must-win for the Lakers than it is for Golden State, because if Anthony Davis does Anthony Davis things, Anthony Davis means that he will not show up to play tonight, which means that the Lakers will lose and the Warriors will win, which means that the series will be tied. That's my guy, Drew Hinthorn. What's up, brother?
What's going on? Happy Monday.
Happy Monday, brother. I was just talking about the Lakers and the Warriors, and I was like, if everything holds to pat, our guy AD's going to do AD things and not show up tonight because he showed up the other night. And it's going to be 2-2.
Yeah, I would normally agree with you, but being at home, I look for him to show up. If
He's
he was on
got
the
to.
road, I'd probably agree with you.
He's got to, Drew. I think this is
They
more
could
of
put a nail in the coffin tonight. They
Yeah.
got 3-1.
I think it's more of a win for the Lakers. Have to win more than the Warriors do. I think the Lakers have to go up 3-1 and take control.
Yep.
I mean, I just think it is, and but I do like what we talked about the other day when after the Warriors, what they did, the changes they made in Game 2, and then I thought Darvin Ham just switched. What he did is putting Jared Vanderbilt, so every time that they did the pick and roll, all of a sudden he's guarding Steph. I thought that was a great move. Going, okay, Steph, here you got a 6'7" guy who's athletic and long. Okay, what you gonna do with that?
Athletic, long, physical, fast.
Yep.
He puts a
Young.
lot of pressure on Steph to make the play. Yeah.
Young, so that makes it huge. I thought that was a great chess move. So, but dude, what I was sitting there watching it. What the hell? The Warriors just imploded. What the hell was that in second quarter? What was that?
Look good at all.
I mean, they're doing techs. I mean, JaMychal Green gets a tech on the bench. I'm like, you've already had a tech. Why are you? Do you want to get tossed? I didn't get that.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, it was obvious that Lakers mailed it in on Game 2 because I thought Game 3 the Lakers showed up and then Golden State didn't. So this hasn't really been that competitive of a series. Kind of been. I mean, the first game was pretty good, but the Lakers they just blew a 15-point lead in the last 8 minutes, or that was really a blowout too.
Yep. And then they came back. Of course, the Lakers came back. I mean, the Golden State came back, but the Lakers finished it off. And then Game 2 was the Warriors just. You're right. The Lakers mailed it in. They were like, okay, let's go back to LA.
I mean, if you really look at it, I mean, the Warriors have hit what 45 threes in the first 2 games.
Yep.
I mean, lucky that I mean, most of the time you'd be up 2-0, hitting 21 threes.
Yep. And being down 2-1 right now, game first. Now, what do you think about the Nets and the Nuggets and the Suns last night?
Pretty funny. Jokic calling the owner of the Suns just a normal fan.
Well, how about his coach Malone going, I don't give a shit who he is. What are you doing?
Well, I mean, to be honest, he really is just a fan. I mean, he's the owner, but I mean, he's sitting in a fan seat.
Well, he did what he's supposed to do. I mean, he gonna grab the ball. I mean, he knew what was going on. Okogie was sitting there in the stands. He just like holding on to the ball for a second. He took it from him. It's not like he just caught the ball and Jokic came over and snatched it out of his arms. I mean, and then pushed it down. But should he get?
I like seeing Phoenix come back, make a series of that. They're showing a little heart. So and they've got a team that can win in Denver. They can win a game out there. They catch fire. I tell you that the third guy, Shamit, coming in and having 20 points last night, that's huge for them. They
4
got to find
threes.
somebody. And yeah, and the big guy, he just has got to engage. I don't know what he's doing. He's killing Phoenix.
Now he did Ayton made a good play at the end with the jump ball over Jokic. He did do that, but that other guy, the white guy, he's the one. The backup is the one that's been giving Jokic trouble.
Yep.
Except nobody could hold Jokic last night. Joker was on fire, going for 50. He went deep into his mailbag last night. He was deep in his bag last night.
He did. Yeah.
I mean, he was deep in his bag.
He's something special. He can play.
Yeah, he was. Now, what'd you think about the Knicks and the Heat tonight? Well, hey, since we're here, let's go ahead and do your picks. Since we got you on the phone, we may as well just go do your Drew Henthorne picks.
Yep.
You're taking the Lakers tonight, -2, 120.
Get a short number at home, LA. I mean, basically just got to win by a bucket. I mean, the way this series panned out, I mean, LA has been playing lights out at home in the playoffs.
Yeah, they have. They've been holding serve. There's no doubt about that. The Heat, that's what I was going to talk about, the Heat and the Knicks. The Knicks, they don't, I mean, other than Brunson, and he's got to be shooting lights out from three, and then other than that, they're long and athletic and defensively with no scores. I mean, Randall's really not a number two. Do you think he is? I don't think he's a number two.
No, man, he has flashes of it. You know, sometimes you think, man, he's really good, and then other times he just disappears. So it depends on which Julius Randle shows up. I mean, he's probably a solid 3 and not a 2. He's probably if he's the guy that's going to grab you, if he can grab you 10 or 12 boards and get you 15, 16 a night, that's what you want out of him.
Well, that's why he's no longer a Laker.
Yeah,
everybody forgets.
Exactly.
I don't know if people remember he was a first-round pick by the Lakers, lottery pick.
Yeah.
And just didn't.
He's got all the talent in the world. He's got everything in his toolbox to be good. It's just sometimes I don't know what he does. He just kind of goes off the rails and disappears or makes boneheaded plays, and then other times but he's so athletic, he just kind of falls into some good plays too. So I don't know. I would probably agree with you that he's not a Robin. He's more of a third guy. So we'll see.
He's more of a Batgirl than a Robin. Yeah, that's what he is. I don't mean it. I don't mean it sexually. As far as any of this, so people don't take that wrong. What I mean is, Batgirl was the third one behind Batman, Robin, and she was the third. So that's what I'm talking about, not gender. So people don't get twisted. But anyway, you got the Heat -4. Jimmy Buckets is going to take care of business.
Yeah, I really like the under in that game. The under 208. I think that's the lock of the night right there. I just don't see that many points being scored tonight. I think it's gonna be physical. These more games these teams play against each other, the better they know each other. Thibodeau will adjust. I think the Heat will adjust. This is gonna be a physical basketball game.
Bro, I mean, I hear people crying about the physicality. I'm like, this is old school basketball. Hey, don't cry. Go play through it. You're going to have to finish. There ain't no.
And I tell you what, whoever ends up being in the finals, whether it be Boston or Philly or Nets or not the Nets, the Knicks or the Heat, they're going to give the West fits because these guys out West don't play defense like that.
No, they don't. But they.
I mean, the closest to it is probably the Lakers. I mean, they're physical and the Lakers are long. So I think they might actually match up pretty well with an East Coast team if they find their way into the finals.
Well, they're the best defensive team thus far left in the playoffs. So, that's what I mean. I like what they're doing. Darvin Ham, but like tonight, you got to have your role player. D'Angelo Russell has to step up. He can't be coming out shooting bricks right off the bat. If he shoots a couple bricks, I would take him out the game immediately because if he shoots 2, he's going to keep shooting. Take him out right away.
Right off the bat, if D'Angelo's going to either be on or off.
Yep, right off the bat.
First 10 minutes of the game.
Agreed, 100%. 100%. So you got to snatch him and get that, and then, but the Knicks and I think the Knicks get to go down 3-1. Don't you? You think the Heat take care of business, go down 3-1, go up 3-1?
Yeah.
I believe that too.
I like the Heat tonight.
Yep.
I like the Heat tonight.
Okay, and Major League Baseball, you got my Yankees 193 tonight.
Yeah, they're a big favorite at home tonight. They got their ace on the mound, coming off a pretty good weekend series. They should roll tonight. they've kind of been up and down the first part of the year, but I look for them to win tonight at home.
Yep. And then you got Dodgers Brewers. Is that afternoon game?
It's not, or I'd be going under, but I do like the over 8.5. Both those offenses are pretty good. And for whatever reason, the Dodgers have been giving up some runs lately. And
yeah, dude, what was that with the
runs,
Padres yesterday? What the hell was that? I was like, wow. What was that?
Yeah, they for whatever reason they're making untimely errors in the field, and I mean they're still got a decent record. And it just shows you how much talent the Dodgers have on their team. But they've just made some uncanny mistakes, and the pitching's just been off a little bit.
Yeah, so. Bonehead stuff, bonehead. Then of course hockey tonight. We'll talk about that more with with our boy Big High Stick Harry, because tonight is where we do the hockey thing. So the G Knights money line plus 165 is who you got.
Yeah, I went with the G Knights tonight. I just thought that number was a little steep to be laying all that with the home favorite. So I'm taking the Dogs on the road and take some plus money and see what happens. And these playoffs have been so unpredictable that normally though you would think the home team are normally winning these games, but it really hasn't been. Just ask the Florida Panthers.
Yep, agreed, 100%, 100%. So let's go ahead and pay some bills right now. I want to thank our sponsors, Collaborative Logic, for them coming out and doing all the things they do for me. The thing I love about them most, they can come in and they can remote access your system and fix anything that can be wrong, or at least tell you what they think should be wrong for you to go out and fix it, or to bring it to them, however you want to do it. They can also write software to make your office run smoother, or website design as well. SRB and my guy Mark Long for any engineering, surveying, or planning. He is the dude for that. Oak Grove Trucking and Jose Fierro, if you got any needs for any rocks, bricks, anything like to be, or rocks or dirt to be, and I'm talking boulders, to be moved, he is the man. And then also Greg and Max Nafee supporting us as they always do. YNB, family owned and operated since 1912.
No thanks. They make things happen.
Yes, they do. Had a great time there last week, Monday and Tuesday there at the bank, doing our remote live streams there. But they are an equal housing lender. They are a member of the FDIC. And the thing that I like about them is that they can pre-qualify online at www.ynbok.com. That's www.ynbok.com. Or, hell, just go in and see the guys over at the main bank over there.
Yep. Go in and see the Horn Man, Nathan Taylor, Carson. Go in, pop your head in there and say hi to them. They'd be glad to see you.
You'll go see your mama Carolyn upstairs. You can just pop in and say hi to her too. Might as well. Or your sister Sable or Katrina, whomever. I don't know. You enter at your own risk when you go into their office, bro. I usually
kind of like going into the den.
Yeah. I wave at hey, how y'all doing? I don't really go in their office. But anyway, that's the main bank downtown at 401 Elm Street there in downtown Yukon, or the YNB East, which is on the Parkway in 66. YNB Mustang, 218 Mustang Road in Mustang, Oklahoma. YNB Parkway, which is off I-40 and Garth Brooks Boulevard. Can't miss it, right there on the south side of I-40. And then the bank I always go to, YNB Peoples. They're on 23rd between Rockwell and MacArthur. So you can go in and see my guy Eddie, or as our guy Nathan Taylor says, go see Dennis. Hey, he's cracking me up. And then, of course, our latest sponsor, thank you, brother, DT Construction and Consulting. You can talk to them. They are respectful, local, and most important, they are loyal. Anchored by my boy Drew Henthorn. And then, of course, you can contact them at DT Construction 2015 at Outlook.com. That's DT Construction 2015 at Outlook.com, or call them 405-209-4051. And you might, if you call them anytime soon, we're going to catch you on the roof. I know that.
Hey, that's part of the game.
Yeah, it is. How's that been going, dude? What did you have, like 10 roofs or 15 roofs?
All this rain, it's been so touch and go. We've been trying to get our business handled and get to all the customers out there. So like I said, if there's anything you need, no job's too small for us, so give us a call. And we'd be happy to get out and get you an estimate and help you out.
Yeah, now I did say y'all go and y'all do remodeling, right, Drew? Didn't you tell me that?
We do. Interior and exterior.
Okay, yeah, because I said that the other day, and I thought, damn, I should have asked him before. before I start talking about stuff he can and can't do. I probably should ask him first. That's what I thought. I'm like, I need to ask my boy
Any
about that.
restoration needs, you got water problems, you got drywall problems, you got roofing problems, give us a call.
Yep. Then, of course, if you have any questions, by all means, remember you can send us a text message at 405-551-8300. That's 405-551-8300. If you got any questions for us, by all means, do that. Now, in baseball, Drew, I tell you what, we've got some crazy games today, man. You have the Tigers and the Guardians. Are you even going to watch that?
No.
Yeah, because I'm just like, because I was sitting there thinking, I was like, who does anybody going to watch that if you're not in Cleveland or Detroit? Are you watching that?
I was hoping it was an afternoon game because then somebody might lay some eyes on it. Evening 5 o'clock.
Yeah, 5 o'clock game.
So
Yeah.
I don't have any chance of me watching that.
Okay, then you got the Rays and the Orioles. All the games are evening games today. What is up with that? You would think they'd have some mornings.
Starting off Monday, a lot of these guys played afternoon games yesterday on Sunday. Major League Baseball only starts one game past 6 o'clock, and that's the Sunday night baseball game on Sunday. So most all games are on Monday in the evening.
Yep. And then you got the Rockies at the Pirates. I'm not excited about that game as well. Now, it'd been better if it was in Colorado. I'd probably be more excited about being there.
Yeah. Crazy thing is the Pirates are a pretty decent little ball club. But I don't know about watching the game there as compared to Coors Field.
Yes, I agree with you. I'd be way more excited watching it there. The Athletics, like we talked about that already, at my Yanks at the ballpark there in New York. Then of course you have the White Sox.
The Athletics will be pleasantly surprised that there's more than 10 people at the game in New York. I think they're averaging about 3,000 fans a game out in Oakland.
Yeah, but this is in New York.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. They'll be glad to see some people in the stands.
Okay, you're talking about them, the Athletics. So yeah. Dude, how do they still have a team out there? Why is that?
I have no idea.
Isn't it amazing?
It's amazing. I saw a picture the other day. Literally, I think there might have been 100 people there, and they were acting like there was 2,000. There wasn't 2,000 people there. It was like one person for every 200 chairs, probably.
Yeah, I don't understand why they don't. I mean, first of all, get them a new stadium. That might help. But the thing is, that's what happened in Miami. I mean, they did that for the Marlins. They built this nice new stadium or whatever.
And nobody goes there.
And then you had Derek Jeter as the owner. When the ownership group came in, he started filling up the seats, and they were getting better. And all of a sudden, then now he's out, and they're going back to what they were before. Which is just stupid, but whatever. I guess the owners got mad because Derek Jeter was getting all the credit.
Yeah, the crazy thing is the Marlins have a decent squad. I mean, they've gone out and spent some money. They got players. I mean, if it weren't for the Atlanta Braves, the Marlins would be pretty good this year. But they lost 9 games to the Braves.
But it's just like that with the Heat. Drew, you and I talked about that, dude. It's just there's a lot to do in Miami. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot to do in Miami, but this is the thing.
Doesn't have anything to do with baseball.
Nope, no, it really doesn't. But the thing is this, though. They're going to come support the Heat because the Heat win. They're going to come support the Dolphins because they just love NFL football, and they still do love their Dolphins. But baseball just has a hard time for whatever reason getting in there.
And it is a niche sport. I mean, it's not the most exciting. It's not like you're going to go and get action in every inning. And a lot of baseball fans are late arriving. I mean, there's a lot that goes into having. You really got to. That's why they have so many gimmick nights in baseball. They're trying to get people to come out to the ballpark because, I mean, it's the grind. It's a 3-hour. If you're not just a 100% baseball junkie, I mean, a lot of people, I'd probably throw you in there, you that don't really like watching baseball.
No, I'm not.
Given the opportunity, you'd rather watch something else.
Yep. Yeah. If it was the only thing letting out, I'll watch OSU baseball, which you and I are still pissed off that they want to take that away from. They took that away from Oklahoma City. That's just ludicrous. I mean, my thing is this: Oklahoma City is better than Kansas City for basketball because back in the day you could go across the street and watch women's basketball.
Yep.
So they had more attendance when it was in Oklahoma City than any other time, any other place, because you could watch men's and literally walk right across the street and watch women's. You didn't have to worry about going or doing anything. You just walk across the street. and they still won't. They still leave it in Kansas City. So those people, for whatever reason, they're not fans of Oklahoma City. And like you and I talked about, why would you? I mean, Arlington.
I
Like,
was always a big fan of the rotation in that deal too. You know, rotating those out. I mean, you know, giving it 3 years at Kansas City and then doing one in Dallas, one in Oklahoma City. I get that Kansas City's the hub and KU and has that pool, and they, you know, you've got a lot of fans. They're close in proximity to Kansas City, which I get it. But I did like when they used to rotate it around and let some of the other buildings house that for a year. But for whatever reason, the powers that be just don't do it anymore.
no, it's sad, bro. It's really sad. And but I do understand I mean, let's face it. We have the Bricktown, Chickasaw Park is nice. It's not Arlington.
Oh yeah.
It's not Arlington.
Yeah.
But it fills up
but
nice.
Nobody goes to the games down there.
No.
Nobody goes to the Big 12 baseball tournament down there
Nope.
because it's set away from everything. I mean, yeah, you got Lowe's across the street. There's a big hotel, but other than that, it's just a baseball stadium, and it's kind of out there by itself.
Yep.
I mean,
Whatever. It's the Big 12.
And then if you get 2,000 people in the baseball stadium, say for an afternoon game between Tech and Baylor, well, it looks like there's somebody there, and the crowd is still a nice little crowd for a small baseball venue. But boy, you put 2,000 people at Arlington Stadium, and it looks like a ghost town. So, I mean, the optics play. I don't care what you say, the optics play. And I don't know. I just think I think Oklahoma City was a perfect home for the baseball.
Well, it wasn't
like OU or OSU dominated when it was there.
Nope. I mean, Texas won. Kansas State, TCU won. Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, so I agree with you 100. And it's like them trying to take away the Women's Hall of Fame. I mean, the women's softball. Why the hell would you want to do that when you've got the softball Hall of Fame right there? Well, I get that, but Drew, it don't matter where you go; they're still gonna kick everybody's ass. It don't,
I think
location means
they're
nothing.
good enough to where they will. They will. You can put that on in Alaska, they're gonna beat the crap out of
They go on the road. They go to Florida and beat you. They go to UCLA and beat you. They go to Alabama and beat you. They go to LSU and beat you. So I don't want. That's nonsense. Plus, it's like
I thought OSU had a good showing, even though they got swept. I thought that they gave away game 2 during the 7th.
Don't get me started. Drew, I'm at the board.
Hard the first game, and they legitimately could have won 2 out of 3 again.
Yep. Well, I'm in Boys and Girls Club. Okay, so all these OU fans, and you know me, I'm on these OU fans, and it's up 2-0, and I thought the game was over, and I would start doing my poke sign and all of that, pistols firing, and then I look at Lele, the girl was taking the money next to me. I go, yeah, we kicked that butt, didn't we? She goes, the game is not over. I'm like, what? The game's not over? I went, oh shit. I just jinxed us. And the next thing I know, runners on first and second, runners on second and third, 4-2. I was like, are you kidding me? And these 2 cute little girls came up and they go, and started doing the OU singing Boomer Sooner. I mean, it was, they lit me up. But I deserved that. I shouldn't open my mouth. So, but anyway, Cardinals at the Cubbies. Is that one of the best places to watch a game, though, Wrigley?
Boy, it is.
It really is.
Places. I like watching the games in St. Louis, too.
Yep. But
you can make it in the city without getting shot.
Yeah.
God dang, Drew.
God dang. Well, you just lost about 5,000 people.
Once you're in, it's one of the best ballparks that there is. I mean, they cater to the fans in that place. It's a great place to watch games.
You are brutal, brother. You are brutal. Then, of course, the Astros at the Angels, Anaheim. A beautiful place. Beautiful scenery there.
Great series, too. That should be a nice little early week series between the Angels and the Stros. I think Wednesday night is Wednesday Night Baseball, and I do believe Ohtani's on the mound.
Yeah, Ohtani's on the mound. I'm sure he's going to be on the mound. They love putting him on. So
what's up, boys?
Hey, what's up, B? How you doing, man?
How we doing?
Hi, Stick.
What's going on?
Not much. You boys doing all right?
Oh yeah. Just trying to go through this baseball lineup. The Rangers at the Mariners. Is anybody going to watch that game, Drew, out there in Seattle? First of all, is it going to be raining? Is it going to be dry? First of all, who knows? It seems like
not this early in the season. They won't be watching Seattle. Although Seattle, I don't know. Seattle's really struggled lately to keep their homegrown players.
Yeah, agreed. Then of course the Marlins at the Diamondbacks. just going to Scottsdale, going to Arizona is not a bad deal. Period. I mean,
Nope.
No,
especially this time of year. Now another month and a half, I have no desire to go anywhere near that
I will
place.
not be around.
Yeah, I don't have any desire to
I
go
got a buddy
anywhere.
that lives there. He tries to invite me out every June. I'm like,
No,
I'm
no,
not
thanks.
coming out.
But
I don't know.
but what did they say, Drew? Oh, it's dry heat. I go, it's 120.
yeah.
I don't
It's
care if
hot.
it's dry, wet, or whatever. It's 120, bro. It's hot. Y'all tripping. Then of course the Nationals and the Giants close everything out on that, and then now I know you guys are really excited about this. I know y'all don't really care about this, but my basketball camp is June 1st and 2nd. We got 2 more
Oh, no,
weeks
let's
where
get it
everybody's so everybody can sign up if you want to. We're filling up. We're only going to take 20 kids. That's all we take. Grades 2nd through 7th, Thursday and Friday from 8 a.m. till noon there at Santa Fe Family Life Center. You can Venmo me, Cash App me, and or bring checks that day. And then, of course, the Pie in the Face, the second annual OU Pie in the Face, next Saturday, the 20th, at Cat's Tavern out there on the back patio. It's going to be fun, and it's going to be a good time. So looking forward to that, except I'm not looking forward to hearing that damn Boomer Sooner song. I'm not. Aren't you going to be out of town,
play
Drew?
over.
You're going to be gone, aren't you, Drew?
Saturday, no, I'll be here. I will be in town.
On the 20th?
Yep.
Yeah, and I know you're going to be there, Ben. You're going to be enjoying every
Yeah, I'll
bit
be
of
there.
it. You'll be enjoying every bit of that. So, but the bad thing about it, at least you have to clean it up. So that's okay. So if they get too
it's all
big, well, she's going to put a tarp down this time or plastic.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, we got it done. We got it figured out.
Yeah, you said you got it figured out this time. But anyway, as Kat says, if I've ever wronged you, you can donate to me to get the OU Pied in the face, whatever. At Cat's Tavern, here is the marker that's on there. Or you can go to the website, the Santa Fe Family Life Center, SFFLC, I believe, and look it up. Or you can just use the URL code right there. On the purchases, 100% of the proceeds are all going to go towards purchasing wheelchair treadmills, weighted basketball, medicine balls with the they have the little things on it to hold the balls up, which handles, and then of course the weighted bars. So we're going to have all that coming
Awesome.
up. Yep. So now tonight, I was telling Drew, big news. NHL draft lottery is tonight at 7:00. Ben.
Yep, that'll be going on. It's all for Connor Bedard. He's the big number 1 guy that everybody's going to be picking for. So a couple of the teams got a little bit higher. They do the same thing like the NBA, except for there's actually 16 teams in the lottery. So even some of these lower teams even have 0.5% to get Connor Bedard. But yeah, so that'll be tonight. Should be pretty good. We'll see. Somebody's going to get. He's the next Connor McDavid. He's the next Lemieux, Gretzky. He's the next big guy coming out.
Yep. Now,
so he wears number 98. He's setting records all over the place. He's doing really well.
Yeah. Now the Anaheim Unlucky Ducks, Drew's Unmighty Ducks. Wasn't he a fan of them, Ben? Didn't he have the Ducks as a fan? Wasn't he a Ducks fan for a minute?
No, he's the Unmighty Ducks all year. That's what he said all year. Unmighty Ducks.
But looks like they'll probably have the best odds of winning. What at 18.5%?
Yeah, they got 18.5. The Jackets, I believe, got 13.5. Blackhawks 11.5. Sharks 9.5. Canadians, I believe, 8.5. And so, but even the Penguins and stuff got a chance at it. So I mean, that'd be pretty wild if he ended up somewhere like that. But we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I looked at that. I thought, that's going to be interesting. How that all works out. Now, there was some good basketball, but there was some good hockey too. And it's so funny as you two are sending me messages talking about what a great shot, and y'all. I'm like, guys, I can't. I'm sitting there trying to take care of stuff right now, and you guys are sitting there sending me stuff, going back and forth.
Back and forth.
And I think you've turned Drew into a fan now all of a sudden.
Oh, it's good sport, especially in the playoffs.
Just keep the Canes will be all right.
Oh, my God, here we go.
We'll be okay. We'll be okay.
Well, right now, the Canes lost yesterday 8-4. The Devils finally got a win, which Go ahead, Ben.
That was second most goals all times in Devils playoff history. They've won a couple cups, so I mean that's pretty good for them. It was pretty much point night. But they absolutely crushed the Canes, which I think the Canes are going to be completely fine. The Devils had to go off at some point. There was a cool little injection of energy into the lineup for the Devils. There's 2 brothers, the Hughes brothers. There's Luke and Jack. Jack is the captain. Luke is the youngest brother. This is his first time in there. He actually got 2 points last night. His older brother Jack got 4. Parents were in the stands. Pretty cool little moment there. And then Timo Meyer, the guy with the big trade back in right before the trade deadline. If you remember me talking about him coming over. So he finally scored a goal last night, which was huge. So I think just the insurgence of the Hughes brothers together, they did like their interview after together. It's pretty cool in a moment. But yeah, I think that was just changing. But I think I'm not scared about the Canes. I think Canes will come back. I think they're going to close it out.
Yeah, it's just one game, no big deal. The Panthers, dude, what's up with those Leafs?
Dude, they're cursed. That was the whole thing. It took them 19 seasons to win one round in the playoffs, and they win one, and now they're already down 3-0 in the second round, which is absolutely insane. I never saw that coming.
Yeah, then my Stars.
I'm really glad that it did because I'm a big Bruins fan, obviously. So I was glad to see them lose, but it was good to see them. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, then my Stars, 7-2, bro.
Oh yeah, it was another huge depth night for the Kraken. They had 13 guys, I believe, with all over a point. But it was just a brutal night in net for the Stars. I mean, Ottinger and Sway and I can't think of the backup name at the moment. Sorry about that. But yeah, no, they both just played pretty bad. I mean, so they figured out the book on Ottinger. So 13 of his 25 goals against in the playoffs are all on the blocker side, which is the side that the goalie holds the stick on. So they've just been burying him right there. So they just keep putting it right there. It just keeps going and every time bouncing.
Yeah, they know his weak spot and they're exploring.
They read the book, yeah. And they're just a bunch of defensive turnovers in their own zone, just not playing good.
Yeah,
not playing good team hockey.
Well, in the playoffs right now, Drew's Canes are up 2-1, so gave up one. They need to go ahead and close them out. Do they play tomorrow? Right? They don't play tonight. They play tomorrow, isn't it?
Yeah, they play tomorrow.
Yep. Then the Kraken are up 2-1 on my Stars. The G Knights and the Oilers. I mean, that's turning out to be a pretty good series there.
Yep, they play tonight. Draisaitl's leading the league, 17 points. 17 points, I believe. And McDavid has 15, and Draisaitl has 13 goals, which is crazy. He's averaging about 2 goals a game right now. So, but yeah, they play tonight, so this will be interesting. When the lights come out and the stars come out, so we'll see who plays well tonight. I believe those two guys will have a good game tonight.
Yeah, I saw our guy Rod Meyer yesterday, Drew and Ben, and he had went to the Stars game or to the G Knights, and he has a whole video of what all they do and the smoke and the whole pageantry.
Oh man, it's awesome! I've been
it's
to a couple
crazy,
games
man.
out there.
Yeah, I said, wow. I said, he goes, yeah, this is every game. I'm like, that is insane, and it's packed in there too.
Oh yeah, man, it's a great time. I just went to some of the just regular season games too, and they're packed. Just when they're playing the Coyotes or whoever, it doesn't matter. It's always packed, and they do the Vegas show. They bring that to it, everything, and I think it's really good for the game.
Yep. Now, Drew, who do you think? I was going to say now. I did something else today too. The over under odds for the playoffs and everything came out today. So for all the teams, and so I figured that we would go over that. In the NFC, we'll start out with the NFC. The Niners 11.5 over under wins. Eagles 10.5 for third or second. The Lions 9.5. That's a lot. Do y'all think that's a lot of wins for the Lions?
9.5?
Yes.
I think that's right on.
Their division took a hit with Rodgers being gone, so
I agree.
But still 9.5. Oh, so y'all taking the over on that then?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Drew?
Yeah, I mean, I would go under the 9.5.
Yeah, me too. I said, man, that's a lot. Then you have the Saints 9.5. I'm going, what? The Saints
Under.
are. Yeah, I was like, that's not doing that.
Too many.
They're fifth, and then Cowboy.
Jameis Winston hasn't won 9 games since Florida
Yeah.
State.
God dang. Then you have the Cowboys 9.5.
Over.
Seahawks.
It's gonna be.
I think
it's gonna be ready.
if they don't win 10 games, somebody's getting fired in Dallas.
Well, McCarthy
now.
is the offensive coordinator now. You think that's going to hurt them losing? I mean, I like Kellen Moore I think he was the scapegoat, don't y'all?
Yeah.
A little bit.
He was the lamb. Yeah.
Once they had the offensive line issues and how those guys go down, the offense and protection took a beating, and he probably just took the blame for that. So we'll see.
Well, he's going to be in San Diego, so we'll find out what's going to happen there with the Chargers. Huh?
I like that for him. I think that's great for him. Playing with Justin Herbert, nice little quarterback. I think that's good for him too. Good little move, change of pace, change of scenery.
Then they have the Seahawks at 8.5 wins.
Oh, give me Gino's pizza and over.
I'm gonna go right over that too.
Yeah, they drafted really
Dino's is
well too.
opening up some new locations.
Oh my
Yeah, I just
God.
saw just a hiring deal on like the Zippo Recruiter or whatever it was.
ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter. What in the hell are you talking about? ZipRecruiter. Oh
Dino's
my
trying to tell you
God.
they're listed on ZipRecruiter. They're hiring.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
hiring. They're about to open back up,
oh
Bubba.
my God. You two are just ridiculous right now. Vikings 8.5. You think they're going to go down? Because they won. How many games they win last year? 11,
Well, I would think that's
10?
a little low. I kind of like the over there.
Didn't
Yeah,
they
I
win,
mean,
what, 11
anytime
games?
you got Jefferson on the field and you're losing 2 games against Rodgers, I like that.
Yeah, but they
go
lost.
over.
But they lost. What did they do? They lost. They won 11 games by a point or inside of one score or something stupid like that. I don't see them doing that again. Now with
Did they
Kirk
figure out
Cousins.
the Dalvin Cook situation ever?
Yeah, he's coming back. They're taking
Okay.
care of that. Okay, then in the AFC, you have the Chiefs at 11.5 wins. Well, Patrick Mahomes, that's got to be over.
I still like the over there.
Yeah,
he
has.
me too.
I think they'll win 12, 13 games.
Well, he hasn't won anything less than 12 games in the 5 years he started. So let's just say yes. The Bengals 11.5. I think they're going to have a tougher time getting 11.5. Don't you guys?
Yeah, because the Ravens got better.
You got the Ravens got better. The Steelers are better. We'll see what Deshaun Watson is or is not with Cleveland, and so we'll see. The Bills 10.5.
Like the over.
Yeah, I'd say I like the over. Depends what division they're playing.
I mean, the Jets got a little better with Rodgers, but I still don't think that they'll be able to stop they'll be able to stop Buffalo on offense.
Well, remember though, the Buffalo should have lost to Miami 3 times. So they got lucky. Yeah, they got lucky. So I don't know. I may do the under there on the Bills. I don't know. I mean, we'll see. They did get the boy. What's the guy, Drew? What was the tight end they got? Was he the one from Utah?
Yeah, he's stud.
Yeah, they didn't get the Notre Dame. Who got the Notre Dame tight end? Do you know who that is, Ben or Drew? Y'all know who got him? I don't remember.
Notre Dame tight end?
Yeah, I don't remember who got him.
He was the second pick of the second round, but I couldn't tell you who picked him.
Yeah, somebody moved up to get him then because I know the Steelers. Who was
Michael Mayer? No.
Yeah, it was Mayer.
Mayer. Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, Jaguars 9.5. Drew.
Well, I'm gonna go out on a limb and go over the 9.5 for the Jags.
Yeah,
I'm also going over because I'm looking at their schedule right now. They got Steelers, Browns, Texans, Colts, Titans, Ravens, Bengals, Falcons, Panthers, Saints, Buccaneers, Titans, Bills, Chiefs, Niners. So
they end the year on one, don't they? Bills, Chiefs, Niners.
Yeah, but they don't. But that's not the schedule. That's just who they're playing home and away. They don't have the schedule yet.
That was just the order of the teams. It didn't say. It all says TBA still on this.
Yeah, I don't think the schedule comes out for another week or 2 weeks or something like that.
They're playing against the Browns, the Steelers, Texans, Colts. I like that. They're playing them twice, and then they'll probably lose to the Ravens, but you play the Falcons, you play the Panthers, you play the Saints, the Buccaneers. I feel like all those are pretty easy.
Yeah, so we're doing over. We're doing over.
I'm going over on that. Sure.
Ravens 10.5. Ben.
I'm going to go over just because I'm biased, but that's the only reason. I think you're going to be right on that number. I'll probably go under just because of the half. I think they win 10 games.
Yeah, that half is good. That hook is gonna hurt somebody.
Yeah, that's why I think the Bills, same thing, 10 wins with the Bills. That's why I say that. The Jets, the Jets, Mets, 9.5.
Mm-hmm. I think I like them at 10. I think 10's a good win. A good win total for that.
Do you have their schedule though, Ben?
I can pull it up real quick.
What do you think, Drew?
What was the over under?
9.5.
Mm-hmm.
I know, right? I mean,
I'm gonna probably say under.
Yeah, with that.
I think they're 8, 9, 7.
But Drew, they won. They almost made the playoffs last year with no quarterback because of that defense. And you remember the running back.
To win 10 games.
And the running
division.
Yeah, it is. Well, you got to figure that you got the Bills in there.
Yeah, it says Falcons, Bills.
Their home game. Who are their home games?
Ooh, I don't. Okay, so home games will be Falcons will be a home.
That's
Bills
a win.
will be home.
That should
Texans.
That's 3.
Chiefs home. Chargers home.
They're sending the
Dolphins
Chiefs.
home.
They're sending the Chiefs to New York.
Yep.
I
think that might open the
That'll
season.
be a Sunday night or Monday night game.
That'll be. I would think
rough.
that'd be. Don't y'all think that'd be early in the season because they'd want probably 3rd or 4th game because you'd want both teams to be healthy by then. Because if it's late season, you don't know if who's going to be healthy and who's not. So I would think that'd be an early game, don't y'all?
You would think so.
Ooh, maybe. I don't know. They could start the season off with that because they haven't released this.
They could flex it to a night game. They could flex that to a night game and have it on Sunday Night Football.
It'll be a Sunday night game. It'll be a Sunday night game.
That could be like opening week Sunday night. That might be the game.
Well, no, the Chiefs got to play. Don't they have to play? Who do they play? I think they have to play.
They don't. Well, they could open. So you have to get. They would have to play the Eagles, which actually, like, this is like the first time in a long time that the 2 divisions actually lined up with the Super Bowl winners. Because you know what I mean. You can't like just play outside of it.
Yeah, I think they play each other. Don't the Eagles and Chiefs? Don't they?
They do, but they just haven't released when they are.
I thought that was the. I thought that was the. I thought that was the whatchamacallit, the Hall of Fame game would be that game.
That's like a preseason game, though, usually, right?
You can also have Dallas and the Niners playing that opening Sunday night game too.
Yeah,
that'd be nice.
Yeah, is that at Dallas though, Drew?
Yeah, that's in Dallas.
We need to look at tickets for that, bro.
Yeah.
I need to call. You know what I need to do? I need to call TM and ask him to call Jerry, because because that way TM
tell him I need to talk to Jerry too if we can get him on the line.
Yeah. Well, because Jerry will sell them tickets at the regular rate that you buy them from the Cowboys, not. So that
he's still selling them the outrageous amount.
Yeah. Now that'd be a fun trip.
Yes, sir.
I mean, we go down and all of us go down. Now, the Ravens don't play the Cowboys, do they, Ben?
The Ravens?
Yeah, do they play the Cowboys in Dallas?
In Dallas?
They don't even play the Cowboys, do they?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Now, that would be a good game to go to for us to go down there for that. Because if one of y'all would have Chiefs on, one of y'all would have Cowboys, one would have Ravens, and I'd be neutral.
Yeah, you'd be neutral.
I'm neutral. Then, of course, the last is the Chargers, 9.5.
I like the over there.
Yeah, the Chargers are kind of coming into their own. Just a little more experience every year. I feel like they're starting to put all these pieces together. I really like Herbert as a quarterback. I really think he's awesome. I think he's just a level underneath Josh Allen kind of style. And I really like the way he slings the pill around.
My deal is that I was telling somebody the other day, I said eventually they're going to beat the Chiefs at some point because they just can't keep losing to them in the last. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, don't y'all think they're going to beat them eventually?
Management.
Eventually, they got to win, don't they? I mean, it seems like it.
Well, you think so?
I mean, because it just seems like they get there and then it's the last. The Chiefs got the ball last, and the Chiefs beat them every time they got the ball last. It's just unbelievable. Yeah, it's at some point, you gotta. At some point, the Chiefs can't win the division for the 8th or 9th year in a row, and at some point, Patrick Mahomes is going to have to play a road game in the playoffs, isn't he?
Yeah, I do like that. Who did Herbert? They drafted? Was it Johnston from TCU?
The big guy. Receiver? Yeah, because the other two can't stay healthy. They've got the biggest wide receiver core, but they can't stay healthy.
Yeah, that'll be good. Yeah, then and the Chiefs. So, you can't really stop them. All you got to hope for is that Kelsey starts getting old faster. That's all you can hope for. Yep.
I don't know. It's going to be interesting how that works. Now, Drew, what do you think your Cowboys? Do you think they finished second, or you think they actually? Be realistically. Do your Drew hint on?
I think it'll come down to the Eagles and the Cowboys. They're right there at the end of the year, as it always does. So we shall see. Well, injuries always play a part. So hopefully they can stay healthy.
Well, somebody was telling me the other day that they think that the Cowboys are going to re-sign Zeke.
They should. They can get him cheap.
And I'm saying, I don't know if anybody else really wants him, do they?
Well, if you can get him for $3 million, something like that, and have him as
a security blanket. Depends what kind of shape he's in, right?
Right now you're sitting there and you don't know what kind of shape that Pollard's going to come back in. You don't know where he's going to be at mentally and physically, and then you got a rookie running back.
He's pretty good though. He's pretty good.
He is, but he's not an every down back in the NFL right now. No. He's going to have to get bigger.
he's gonna have to definitely expand his zone out. So I don't know. We'll see. I think it behooves you to have a little bit of a security blanket and a guy that Dak likes, and he knows the offense. I mean, I don't know. To me, it's
as long as he doesn't come back looking like Cheeseburger Lacey back in the day, I think they might get him back.
Right, and that's a good possibility too.
That's wrong, Ben. That's wrong.
Man, he was big, man. He came back. He was failing all kinds of weight tests. That was brutal.
Yeah, what the hell was that, dude? Why did these guys do that? I mean, you know,
brutal.
you're getting paid. That's what you get paid to do.
He just came back about 90 pounds overweight. It's like, oh my gosh.
But I think
Eddie Cheeseburger Lacey, he's a tank.
I think Zeke is planning on staying in Dallas. That's what I think. I think he just wants to be there. I mean, he's how long has he been
there?
He
might be planning on it. They might not sign him though.
Well, that you need a what do you want to call it? You need a third down, 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2, and
I'd like him to come back. I'd like him to come back.
Isn't that right? And that Drew? Isn't that what he is? 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2.
I mean, for sure, he's going to be a third down back in now in that offense. But what I'm saying is Pollard's got a bad leg. Deuce Vaughn's new. You got the one kid that I can't remember his name. That was their 3rd string running back last year, but he really didn't see the field a whole lot. I mean, we're kind of a no-lose situation if you bring him back. I mean, what do you got to lose? He's not going to be a distraction. He was already kind of the 2nd string running back last year. So, I mean, to me, it's a smart move. It's a security move. And if something does happen, you don't feel just horrible about it as Zeke's your starting running back.
And the fans love him. I mean, don't you think that, Drew, that's a factor too? The fans love him?
Oh, and 100%. Fans do love him. I mean, I'm a big Zeke fan. I think he showed a lot last year. He played hurt. I mean, he played through a couple of injuries in the season. I mean, he's just not the Zeke of old. I mean, he's not. He's not gonna be.
Lots of jerseys in the stands.
Yeah, that's true. They do.
He's in the program.
And you're gonna make your quarterback happy.
Yeah, he can block. He can definitely block for your quarterback.
Yeah,
so that makes a difference.
Slide him into fullback.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's different things you can do. I just think that the Cowboys bring him back. I'd be shocked if they didn't. How do you feel about the Chiefs not extending Clyde Edwards-Helaire?
Did he sign already?
They didn't pick up. No, he's still with them. They just didn't pick up his 5th-year option because his money's not guaranteed.
That's a little surprising.
Yeah, well, the whole thing is, if you're a 1st-round pick, the 5th year, if they say they pick up your option, they have to guarantee your contract. If they don't pick it up, you still pay and get played. You get paid, but they don't have your contract's not guaranteed that year. Your salary's not. So that's the difference. But I saw the thing with Clark Hunt. He goes, Patrick Mahomes, with his contract we have, he's never going to be one of the highest paid quarterbacks. And I'm like, so you guys aren't going to do anything to try to, extend his contract or make it better? Or do you guys do that? Or what do y'all think about that? Or you think he should just be the 9th, 10th highest paid quarterback in the league?
Well, I mean, I don't
know.
He signed the contract. Yeah, he signed the contract.
And at the time, you were the highest paid quarterback ever.
He still is. He still has the highest paid contract. He's just not yearly.
Yeah.
He has a rich. I don't know.
I think it sets a bad precedent if you start going back in and renegotiating. But, if you keep winning Super Bowls, I could see the reason why.
Well, Tom Brady was always, and remember, Michael Jordan was the same way. They were most underpaid athletes and probably the best at their positions and still were both underpaid. But, of course, Mahomes makes, $30 million off the field because he is winning. So
yeah, I mean, Mike and Tom both make good money off the field too. But
that's why they really didn't. That's why they could afford to take less, so you could pay everybody else because they're making they're making up on the side. The whole thing Mahomes understands: the more I win, the more money I make off the field.
Yeah,
I mean that's what Tom Brady did. He made more money off the field, and he's like, "Look, I'm making this money up off the field, and you guys are not."
And you're freeing up money to go out and sign free agents, wide receivers.
Yeah, and your friends. That's how he's able to get Gronk and different guys like that back on.
Well, because the Chiefs still got to pay Chris Jones. That's coming up. You got to pay Chris. Yeah. So the question is, does Chris take the whole bag, or does Chris take part of the bag so that he, because he's got to be set, don't you think? This is his third contract. Isn't he set by now?
Yeah, you'd think so.
I mean, you think that, you got $100 million or whatever in the bank by now, you should be, I mean, or, 80 million, you should be pretty much set by now going, do I need, if I'm living in Kansas City, how much money do I really need?
Right.
Yeah, I think it depends too, right? Like if you want to stay at home, keep your family there, and if you're playing for kind of a loser team, maybe you do just like take all the money because it's like, well, our team stinks anyways. But if you have like a chance at winning, maybe you do take a little bit less and move your family around. So I think it's kind of like a toss up.
And
sometimes some of the wives might control a little more than you might think. I've heard.
No, the wives control a lot. Yes, y'all both know they're gonna make a decision.
Might call the wives sometimes first. Yeah.
Well, the thing is this. Well, the thing is this. He's staying there. His kids are growing up there. If he stays there and retires there, how much money is he gonna make through it in appearances and stuff like that? Being Chris Jones, Super Bowl winner in Kansas City.
Yep. No, I'm with you. I'm saying like if I'm an older guy and if our team stinks, I might take a little bit of the bag on my last check, and just be like, you know what, it was nice, it was fun, just do the last couple years out, call it good.
Yep, I agree with that. So, anything else you guys want to chit chat about, Drew, Ben?
Well, I know everybody watched the Kentucky Derby and close back to Friday. The old 8-horse came on through, maybe.
Yep, you nailed it.
Right on the head. I missed the trifecta by one horse. I had the 12 in there, and I didn't have the 14. But you know what? I'll take my 2 out of 3 and my plus 460.
Yeah, dude.
That was nice.
Hey, what were you last week? 27 and 26. What the hell were you last week? I had brought that up.
Folks.
Huh?
Been on fire. Carried it right on through
good.
the feet.
It's been a good follow.
How did our triple thing do that me, you, and Ben came up with? Did we even get close?
My Skinner horse was out.
Oh, your Skinner horse was out?
Skinner scratched, and your 6 came in almost last.
Oh, wow. Wow, okay. You didn't have to say that, Drew. You could have just said, no, we didn't do good. You didn't have to throw that in there, man.
I had 8, 3, 5, 14, 18, and I missed just barely missed the trifecta.
Barely? Oh, man, that was close.
Yep.
Man, that would have been nice. That's a nice little pickup there. So, but anyway, all right, guys. Well, hey, let's go. Like I'll see everybody tonight, or I'll talk to you guys tomorrow, because I won't see either one of y'all tonight. I'm gonna come home and I gotta take Ace. I gotta pick him up. I didn't see him at all this weekend. He was pissed off. Didn't sleep with me last night. He was done. He was done with me. So, well, I was gone Saturday from 7 a.m. to 10:30, and I was gone yesterday from 7 a.m. till 6:30.
Oh, yeah, so he's pissed.
Yeah, he was not happy. Well, actually, I got home at 10:30 because I went and had a drink of Cats. I had to have a cocktail. And then, of course, Nimoy is arguing with somebody about basketball. I'm like, man, why are you arguing with it, dude? Yeah, I'm like, dude, why are you arguing, man? I don't bring me in your mess. I don't care nothing about that. Talking about some guy wants to play me one-on-one. I go, dude, I don't play ball no more, man. I don't play.
Do you even play one-on-one anymore? I mean, one-on-one to me at my age is a horse.
Yes. I mean, I'm like, yeah, that ain't happening, man.
I mean, that's one-on-one at my age.
That's
horse.
it.
We're playing horse, and I'm gonna shoot a couple leaners, maybe a fade.
Yep.
And then
no trick shots, none of that, running between the legs, none of that. We're just gonna shoot it.
Nope.
I just get them out there. Yeah, we have this game that I play.
My knees are too bad for that too. I can't do that.
Yeah, what I play this game is that we have a game where you have the first guy to make 10 shots from the corner, from the wing, from the top of the key, the wing, and the corner. So that's how we do it. And then you know, each set is worth a point. So there's 5 total points, and whoever has the most points are the ones that win. So that when I tell kids, they start running their mouth, I go, hey, come on. Let's go over and let me shut your mouth up real quick. Because I'm old, but I can still shoot it. So come on.
We're playing the points. Come on.
Yep, come on, let's beat you up. So, and I've never lost. So, I've tied, but I've never gotten beat. So we'll see how that works. Because I know I'm going to win. I know I'm going to win 2 spots. I know I'm going to win the top of the key. I know I'm going to do that. And I'm going to win that final shot in the corner. I know I'm going to win that. So I know I'm going to get 2. I mean, I know where I'm going 9.
Yeah, you know
I'm gonna be 9 out of 11. Something like that. Or 10 out of 11, 10 out of 12, 10 out of 13. I already know. Now the other wings, whatever. But I know that that left hand corner, top of the key, I'm deadly from there. So I know that. So anyway, brothers, anything y'all want to talk about? That's it.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
All right, brother. Hey, where are you on any roofs in the morning or today? What do you got? Are you having any this
I
afternoon?
was on a couple this morning, and I got to do some estimating this afternoon, and got a busy week. Hopefully the rain holds out.
Yeah, it was supposed to rain. What day is that, Ben? Was it a Thursday, Friday? It's supposed to rain?
Every day.
Well, I don't
Every
think.
day starting Wednesday.
Okay, yeah. So say we ain't getting no rain.
It's starting Wednesday every day. It was supposed to rain today. I'm about to get out there and probably go mow if I can real quick.
Yeah, I need to go. I need to go to Scott. Give me some of that Scott stuff. I'm trying to get rid of that damn Johnson grass. It's almost gone, but man, that stuff is it's ridiculous. It is relentless. It is relentless. All right, fellas, peace out. Y'all be safe.
OscarDrewPicks.com. Go Big Red.
Go ahead, Ben. Get yours in.
Cheers, boys. You guys have a good one, all right? I'm going to watch that draft lottery. I'll let you know who goes first.
Yeah, we'll watch the draft lottery. I'll be doing that tonight,
I'll
too,
send
as well.
it over to you. Yeah, it'll be right before the game comes on tonight, so it'll be on ESPN, so it'll be good.
All right, sweet. Appreciate you. That's my guy. That's my guy, High Stick Harry, Ben Dillman. My guy, Drew Hinthorn of HuskerDrewPicks.com and also of DT Construction and Consulting. Holler at them both if you have any needs, especially Drew, if you got any roofs, anything with your house, that stuff. In fact, we'll put up his information right here so you can contact him, DT Construction and Consulting. You can email him at dtconstruction2015@outlook.com because I know a lot of those roofs and stuff are messed up out there. Or you can call him 405-209-4051. That's 209-4051. DT Construction 2015@outlook.com. So he can do that. So if you got any needs for that, hey, holler at our boy. He'll take care of you. That being said, hey, everybody be safe.